loop. But now I don't feel like he really tries to squeeze, right? So it means that he's not as afraid so much about the arm attack. So the first thing I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna slide up his arm and I'm gonna try to attack it. All right, I'm gonna do two options. First option is gonna be, let's say when you surprise the opponent, and the second option would be like a bit more solid. So from here, whenever I feel it, this one's kind of loose, I'm gonna release my grip and I'm gonna put my hand here, like a bit behind his jaw. So it's gonna be easy for me to push his head away. As I'm pushing his head away, I wanna drop down with my shoulder towards the mat and I wanna slide up his arm towards his elbow until my fingers gonna touch my shoulder. All right? Whenever my fingers are touching the shoulder, that means that my elbow is above my opponent's elbow. So from here, one very important thing, if you want to finish the arm lock and you don't want your opponent to like change the angle of his elbow, you have to be tight here with your head towards your shoulder. All right? If it's loose, he can turn his elbow and you're not going to be able to finish the arm lock. That's one thing. And second thing, most likely he's going to pull his arm. All right? So you have to stay tight here on his wrist or his forearm, so he's not able to turn the elbow. All right? So here, make it tight, and now I pull my elbow down. So that's the first option. If I feel like I'm lacking power here, not able to finish, I'm gonna make a hook here on his shin, and I'm gonna put my other leg over his arm. And now I can use both to add pressure from the top. Alright? So it's straight to the ground. Now, whenever he's defending from this position, whenever you are not able to really surprise him, you're gonna have to switch for something more solid. Some people, they're just like very strong, their arms are super big, and they kind of know that from here you're not able to break the arm. It can pop a couple times in the elbow, but you're not gonna get like a serious break, right? So to get something more serious, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna release my head control. So I'm gonna get out with my head, and I'm gonna let his forearm fall down. All right. So whenever I do that, I'm gonna turn my hand with my palm up, and it's waiting for his forearm here. So whenever it drops down right into my hand. So when it drops down here, I'm starting to climb up with my hips towards his shoulder. Now I'm going to put my knee in front of his face, and I'm going to drop my hips to the ground. Most likely he's going to roll, and I like to end up in this position. So I don't like to put my leg over his body. I like to keep shin in front of his face, and the other one is crossing the body. Now whenever you end up in this situation, pull your heel towards your hip to make it tight. Don't be like this, don't be loose, because now there's a lot of space for him to escape. Pull it tight, knees together, and now just a little move finishes the arm lock. All right? If you feel like you're struggling with the finish, you have to make like a big move. You're really forcing the submission. That means you're locking tightness. All right? Try to make it tight.
Not too tight.
So again, we're here. We switch. We got our setup, right? So it's calm down, hand to hand, or if you want to make it tight, then you can go even wrist to wrist. All right? And now I feel like his arm is kind of loose. So whenever his arm is loose, I don't like to go for the sweep. I like to start extending his arm to attack it. So, as you can see, I'm going both ways. I'm pushing his head away, and I'm sliding up his arm. But I'm leaving this hand here, stiff arm control, until the end. Because whenever you focus too much on this arm, he can approach you, and there's no arm lock anymore. Okay, so you have to like keep him at bay, Keep him away from you so he's not able to get any closer. Now you can finish the arm. Remember, head to the shoulder, tight, and now elbow down. If you need more power, first, put the hook here to hold him down more. Put this one on top. So I like to put this part of my leg here on his tricep. And push down gently. Now you're not able to finish, so you turn your hand palm up, release the pressure, and as you release the pressure, look, I'm using his arm to like pull myself up, and I'm getting really close with my hips towards his shoulder. Now I'm going further, and I'm putting my knee on the ground, forehead on the mat. Now I'm going to drop my hip to the ground. If he stays here, you can finish the armbar here, but most likely he's gonna roll. If he rolls, pull him towards your hips, so don't stay like this, because now you have to make like a big move to finish. Pull, make it tight, knees together, gentle move, we got the armbar. All right, let's change the head to the camera. So again, we're here, release the hand control. Now in the same time, push him away and slide up his arm until you feel your shoulder underneath your fingers. Don't grab, just put your fingers on your shoulder. That means that your elbow is right above his elbow, in the right spot to get the arm lock. A bit more power. One, roll, make it tight. All right, let's go. 1, 2, 3.